Hey, what's up, my friends? Welcome to Contemplation with Kristof number 5. Greetings, and thank you so much for being here with me yet another episode. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed conversation number 48 with Jason Schechterle. I can't stop smiling because this guy is easily the most positive person I've ever had the opportunity to meet in my entire life. His story, if you haven't, I'm going to stop right here. If you haven't listened to conversation number 48 yet, I would definitely go back and listen to that before you listen to this one, because his story is insane and it's hard to come by after experiencing such a horrific accident. If this is the first time you're here, thank you so much. This is Contemplation. This comes out on Thursdays at 4 p.m. and the conversations for the week come out on Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My website is still brand spanking new, www.kristoflewis.com. Click on the Contact Me if you're interested in breaking your mental, physical, and career plateaus. Take it from me. I got out of the Navy last year after 9 years. Despite the odds, I was able to find a good paying job to take care of myself and my family in the civilian sector, contrary to popular belief. I also enjoy what I'm doing, so it is possible to do that. And I'd be more than happy to talk you and walk you through your own career transition, whether it be military or not. You can also find me on Instagram at Kristof Lewis. So we're going to cover Jason Schechterle's conversation, but we're also going to talk about parenting for a quick second. Now, I've only been a parent for a diaper change past a week, but I've learned quite a bit in this short amount of time. I already knew this was going to happen, what I'm about to tell you, but I didn't think I had enough time to get done what I needed to get done before. Now, that is just absolutely laughable. However, there are always ways to get things done. You just have to think hard enough or think differently enough. My wife and I continue to work as a team, and even when I'm taking care of the baby, I can time feedings, changings, you name it, around the work that I need to get done. Really, the only thing she can't be there for is a recording, but honestly, I mean, if you heard that sweet angelic voice, would you really be upset? I wouldn't be. But what I can take away from having a baby and not only maintaining my podcast each week, but doubling it, is that any excuse I have to myself not to get stuff done is just complete bullshit. Whatever your new baby variable is in your life, you can make the time to get done what you want to get done, if you really want to get it done. And if you don't, you're either not trying hard enough or thinking outside the box enough. There is a way to get done what you want to get done. Now that kind of goes back to my introduction to this podcast, and maybe you just need to talk to somebody. And I feel like I'm really good at talking people through this stuff because I do it for myself on a daily basis, and I've successfully done it for myself and continued to do it myself and continue to push myself to new plateaus, because it's okay to plateau temporarily. You want to maintain, but you don't want to do that too long. You want to break through that and then just keep on going. So as I said, this week was conversation number 48 with Jason Schechterle. Jason, as I said before, is the most positive person I've ever had the pleasure of speaking with. He was a retired Phoenix Police Department officer, and he just has an incredible story of where he was sitting at a red light, waiting to go through, and a taxi cab hit him at about 115 miles per hour, immediately igniting his entire car on fire, and then everything from his torso up was just engulfed in flames. And the only reason his life was saved is because there happened to be a fire truck across the street from him already, and he was 2.5 miles away from arguably the best burn center in the United States. He talked about how everybody has a story. No matter how anyone looks on the outside, they have a story on the inside. Regardless of how you feel, someone else is feeling something completely different, more than likely. You really have no idea what anyone else is dealing with in their lives. Even if you think you have a good idea looking in from the outside, people can be really good at hiding what goes on behind closed doors. I loved when Jason had the self-effacement to use himself as an example here, saying that he could clearly see his adversity and that we could clearly see his adversity, but that someone who has not gone through what he has can easily be dealing with the same or more adversity than he, regardless of how they look on the outside. He also talked about being kind to other people on a daily basis. You have no idea what they're going through. Don't ever assume that you think you know what is going on in someone's life unless you legitimately know. Here's a fun example to relate this to, since we just had our baby. Don't ever ask a woman if she's pregnant unless you see a baby. Well, you know where I'm going with this, so just don't ever assume or think you know what's going on in someone's life unless you know fully and completely, and be kind to them. Next, you have to live this day. Jason was talking about this and he said, whether you feel bad or good, you're just experiencing feelings and you still have to live this day. He spoke about this and how he has so many tough days, but he still has to get through the day. So knowing that you have a whole day ahead of you, if you're feeling sad or you're feeling angry or mad or whatever negative emotion, perhaps embrace that for the moment, but then move on because you still have to live the rest of the day. Next, if everyone wanted to be just a little bit better, we could truly change the world. Now, somebody's like, that's just so cliche and that sounds storybook. Well, I think that is exactly the mentality that is not getting us where we have the potential of getting to. Too many times we underestimate the impact we have on the world around us. You are not insignificant and you can make an impact. The issue really comes down to, are you willing to make an impact? Do not undervalue yourself, but be humble. You can positively affect the world. Thank you so much for listening this week. And remember, you can find me on Instagram at Kristof Lewis or online at www.kristoflewis.com. If you enjoy these episodes, please head over to iTunes, rate 5 stars, and please comment and tell me what you like. And I would love to hear from you, especially if you don't like something or you think I can improve on something, because I need people in my life to tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. So again, thank you for listening, but please don't only listen. Apply. You can listen to all the best advice, the best podcast, read all the books, you name it, but unless you apply that knowledge, it means nothing. So also share this knowledge. Thank you so much and have the best day ever.